Today, we're taking a deep dive into Dell's latest XPS 13 with Intel Core Ultra 7 processors. It's part of Intel's Evo platform, promising portability, power, and battery life. But does it live up to the XPS legacy, or is it another iteration that sacrifices usability for design? So stick around, because this might be your next Ultraportable, or the one to skip. The XPS 13 is undeniably gorgeous, but beauty isn't always functional. Dell uses CNC machined aluminum for the chassis, giving it a premium feel. However, the minimalist approach might not work for everyone. First, the positive. It's lightweight at just 1.19 kilos and incredibly slim at 15.3 millimeters. The hinge is sturdy and smooth, allowing for one-handed opening, a hallmark for good engineering. But here's where things get a little tricky. Port selection is minimal, just 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. There is no USB-A, HDMI, or even an SD card slot. Dell does include USB-C to USB-A dongles, but relying on adapters can be frustrating. The laptop feels robust overall, but the carbon fiber palm rest picks up smudges quickly. It's not ideal for maintaining that pristine out-of-the-box look. If you believe aesthetics and portability over versatility, you'll love it. But if you're a creative or someone who needs multiple ports, this design might feel a bit limiting. Dell's displays are often the highlight of their laptops, and this XPS 13 is no exception. You're getting a 13.4-inch WUXGA 1920 by 1200 IPS panel with a 16 by 10 aspect ratio. Let's break it down. Brightness is rated at 500 nits. It's fine for indoor use, but struggles outdoors under direct sunlight. Color accuracy is excellent. It's great for casual photo and editing and content consumption. However, professionals might notice the lack of full Adobe RGB or even DCI-P3 coverage. And the 120Hz refresh rate is a welcome addition. It makes scrolling and animations notably smoother compared to most laptops in this segment. Now, a few of the downsides of the display is that the glossy finish, especially in bright lit environments, is kind of distracting. The resolution is fine for most tasks, but with 4K options available in other Ultrabooks, some users might feel the lack of pixel density for creative tasks. Overall, it's a solid display for most users, but if you're a creator who works with HDR or high resolution workflows, this panel might leave you wanting more. Let's talk about the keyboard experience. Dell has made some bold choices here, but not all of them pay off. The keyboard is somewhat decent. Key travel is just 1mm, which is shallow but expected for an Ultraportable. The feedback is crisp and the layout is intuitive. However, users coming from laptops with deeper travel might find it takes time to adjust. The touchpad is where Dell kinda nailed it. The glass surface is smooth, gestures are responsive, and it's sized well for the form factor. But you can't really see where it ends and where it begins. But then there's the capacitive touch bar that replaces the physical function keys. It's customizable, but it lacks tactile feedback. Adjusting volume or brightness feels less intuitive compared to traditional keys, and it's a step backward in usability for the sake of minimalism. The Intel Core Ultra 7 256V processor, based on Intel's Lunar Lake architecture, is the star of this laptop. With 8 cores, 4 performance and 4 efficiency, it's built for multitasking. In benchmarks, it performs well for an Ultraportable. In Geekbench 6, it got 2,679 on single core and 10,728 on multi-core. In Cinebench R23, it scored 1,936 on single core and 8,041 on multi-core. In PC Mark 10, it scored around 6,818, indicating a solid productivity performance. But raw numbers only tell part of the story, so for everyday tasks like browsing, streaming, and office apps, this laptop is a breeze. Light photo editing? No problem. Video editing and gaming? That's where limitations kind of start creeping in. The integrated Intel Arc graphics are fine for casual use, but can't handle anything intensive. Thermals are another concern. Under sustained load, the CPU hits thermal limits, causing throttling, so surface temperatures can reach up to 40 degrees near the hinge, which might be uncomfortable during long sessions. Now for the webcam, it has improved, but battery life is somewhat of a highlight. The 55 watt-hour battery consistently delivered about 17 to 18 hours of typical productivity tasks, which is excellent for its size. With mixed use, you can comfortably get through a workday without reaching for the charger. Speakers are average, they get loud enough for casual listening, but bass is almost non-existent. For media consumptions, you always want headphones. Pricing starts at around $13.99 USD for the base model, and that's pretty decent pricing for this current configuration. Now here's the bottom line. If you value portability, a somewhat stunning display, and a premium build, the XPS 13 is a strong contender. But if you need more ports and upgradability, there are better options in this price range. Nonetheless, Dell's XPS 13 continues to lead the ultra-portable category in design, but it feels like form occasionally trumps over function here. For most users, it's a fantastic laptop, but not without its flaws. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If this review helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more tech reviews. Let us know your thoughts on the XPS 13 in the comment section below.